Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our weekly live. You guys know that every single Thursday we come here and we do a live at 5 p.m. Today took a little bit longer. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty, but we are here with today's topic, and you probably see it, but we are going to talk specifics about our friends, families, people in the community that are late on filing your taxes. And I'm not here to tell you that it's a bad thing. Everybody has a different situation that's going on. Obviously, there are guidelines, there are rules, there are deadlines. However, it's never too late to get caught up. Okay, so we're going to really talk about this topic because I have lots of people, clients as much as agents that are a little bit confused and wondering if because the deadline came, that is it for me, right? The deadline came, I missed the deadline, and now I can't file my taxes and I get some kind of penalty, but I can't go back and file. That is a legit question that we get. And the truth is that you can still file even though you missed the deadline. Many people do get confused that they have to wait until next tax season to file because the season is open or the IRS is open. No, I mean, you can basically file all year long. If you want to file on time, then that would be April 15th. For our business owners, business filings have to be March 15th. But for all of you that did get an extension, your next filing deadline is October 15th. So those are the dates that you do have to pay attention to. However, you can get caught up even at this point. I have many individuals that have gotten extensions too. And we're here to let you know that don't wait until October. If you can get it out of the way now, you might as well, because you're in the thick of it still, right? You probably have all of those documents around you at this point. You probably have a fresher mind of what happened last year, and it's better to do it now than to do it later. But let's talk about late filers. Let's talk about people who haven't filed for a couple years. Let's talk about people who need to make corrections, or individuals that feel like their taxes are just way too complicated and it can get overwhelming. I hear you. I understand you. It happens. However, we're here to help you get up to date and not be even more behind, right? So if you feel like it's too late, your fear of having to deal with all of that again is overwhelming, those things can cause delays, right? Fear of thinking that your interest is out of this world or the penalty is out of this world. There are still options for you. So I want you to change your mindset from I missed the deadline, so now I'm stuck. No, that is not what you should think, that you're stuck in that position. No, it's very simple as even raising your hand and saying, I need help because I know I'm not going to get it done myself, right? So let's talk about why people usually fall behind. And it's really because life gets busy, jobs change, paperwork gets lost, people move, they can't find their paperwork, or the paperwork was sent to an old address. And 1 year turns into 2 years falling behind, 2 years turns into 3 years, and then 4 years. And what do you know? You haven't filed for the last 5 years. I'm speaking to you. You can turn it all around, and it's probably not as bad as you think. So now, falling behind doesn't mean you can't fix it. Yes, you can. And I want you to consider that you can fix it, but you have to try to avoid like these common mistakes. And, biggest mistakes happen usually because people are panicking, right? We have individuals that are panicking in this moment, but they're panicking because they have put it on such a on the back burner of their mind, at the back of their brain, And what do you know? They receive a message or they receive a letter or a notice from the IRS, with a reminder, or, letting them know, hey, you're late. Here are the interests. Here are the penalties. This is what you still owe, all of those things. And most people are very avoidant, right? So they receive the letter and they're like, yeah, I'll just deal with it later. But those mistakes in, just waiting too long, ignoring the notices can cause more issues in the future. So sometimes you just want to jump on that as soon as possible. And some people ignore letters because they're nervous and they rush through filing without understanding their situation. You probably got a letter and the IRS came back saying, hey, you're missing this. Hey, you're missing that. Hey, we didn't get this in your tax case. So, I mean, tax season is a very distinct experience for everyone. There's people that can't wait for tax season because they're getting a huge refund. There's people that avoid tax season, hate the talk of taxes because they owe the IRS a lot. Some people that just don't understand it and they don't know how to save money and they don't ask for help. So those are, some of those fears that come along with taxes. But at the end of the day, if you do not know this, our job, right, is to file your taxes and to literally walk you through with what you need, right? I have individuals that they come to me and they have no idea what they have to give to me. That's fine. I go over, my intake, everything that I need from you. I ask you all of the questions in regards to your financial situation, in regards to changes in your life, different filing statuses, if you opened up a business, if you have the LLC, if you have the EIN number, and I walk you through finding those things if you can't find it. So here at Prosperity, we teach all of our agents to be able to walk you through the process, to have a smooth filing and truly take the burden and that weight off of you. So that way we can handle it. We could handle, trying to find benefits, credits, deductions, any way that can help your refund or your liability with the IRS. And most importantly, we help you discover those items that are missing. So most people, there have been changes with the IRS. And they actually now, if you have an ID Me account with the irs.gov, a personal account with irs.gov, they do an identity verification, all of those things. If you can't find your documents from 2022 or 2023 or 2021, you can actually go into that account and they will have all of the W-2s, all of the 1099s. They'll have your 1098s. They'll have the INTs, the bank interest, all of those things, all of those forms. You can find it in your IRS account. Okay, so that is another thing. Most people get very overwhelmed because they don't know where all of this paperwork is at. They don't know how to find it. They think they have to call every company that they worked with or every, job, or every bank that they potentially have a form from. And no, the IRS had made it very easy for this year. Before, it used to be transcripts, and sometimes those can be very overwhelming to take a look at, but now they've really dumbed it down to literally those forms. So there is a way to do that. Feel free to reach out if you need some assistance on how to find your documents that you are missing for filing. But yeah, now also, there's another point to this, which is previous years and refunds. If I haven't filed in the last 3 years, and I have a refund waiting for me, can I still go in and claim it? Yes, absolutely. You can still go and claim the refund that you haven't claimed yet, okay? Now, you only have 3 years to do so. After that, if it's later years that you haven't filed and there was a refund there, well, it's kind of forfeited at that point. You have 3 years to claim your refund. Now, Nicole, well, I usually owed the IRS, and I just honestly, I didn't feel like doing the taxes for the last 3 years. And, it is what it is. You should still file because even though you owe the IRS and you might not have the money right now to pay it, penalties and interest do accrue, or I'm not sure if that's the right word. It does compound. And it's better just to be compliant, because it's not only getting a penalty off of not paying what's due, it's a penalty for not filing, right? And the sooner you can get a hold or get things done, the better for you, right? And I had a real example, actually. I had a client recently that they haven't filed in the last 5 years, right? And they owe the IRS all of those years. And I guess I'm speaking literally of a personal experience. They haven't filed the IRS for the last 5 years, and they're like, well, Nicole, I obviously have to pay the tax prep fees and all of those things. And I fear that it's going to be a lot. And honestly, you can do it per part. Let's go ahead and start with the latest year that you owe on. That is where most of the interest and penalties are, the largest. So let's do the 2021, right? And then work your way up. We don't have to do it all at once, but I can promise you, if we keep a rhythm, right, we can get you up to date with all of your filings, and you have a better idea. You have a better picture of what's going on with your taxes. So those things are very important to know how to handle. And not a lot of tax preparers will help you in that way, where they will literally guide you. If anything, they're just looking to file and get it done, and it probably isn't even done properly. But here at Prospera, it doesn't matter if you need a correction, if you haven't filed for this year, or if you have an extension for October 15th and you want to file sooner, or you haven't filed for the last 7 years. We can help you file. That is completely fine. And we offer free estimates. So it is never too late to get your taxes in order, and we'll go step by step. Our job is to make sure that we do not allow it to get to a point where it overwhelms you, right? So I want you to know that this is how you can catch up. And how you can catch up is, first of all, reaching out to a tax preparer. We do free consultations. We can walk you through with trying to find your documents, trying to gather all of your things, how to categorize your expenses if you are a business owner, all of those things. And we're going to, identify what are the years that are missing this year, and we'll take it step by step. Okay. We'll have an initial call letting you know of everything that we need. We'll show you exactly where to find it. And then we'll work on your case as soon as you send it over. And it's really hands off after that. It's not necessarily something that we require a lot of back and forth for, but it can be very simple. And at the end of the day, taking the action matters, right? Taking the action to not be blind to the IRS letter or the notice, not be blind to a responsibility that should have been done a while ago, but just have a better peace of mind. I think that these things could be one of the biggest burdens on your checklist, right? For you to do, but the biggest change happens when people finally face the situation. So it's very important that once you understand where you stand, you can definitely feel lighter. I think also it's like you haven't filed and you don't really know what it is. You don't know if you owe, you don't know if you have a refund, and you're not trying to know, right? So it is a negative on both sides. And we do everything possible to help reduce the liability that you owe. We do everything possible to get you your qualified maximum refund, right? With all of the qualified credits that you do qualify for. I am saying qualified, right? Because We've seen a lot of things in the marketplace, but it's very important that you take action and simply send us a message. So if you need help or if you're looking to provide clarity for yourself, just message us directly here at Prospera Key, our Facebook account on YouTube. You can go to our website, prosperakey.com, and submit a request for a free consultation. And just understand that we're here to give you guidance and walk you through. And not only do we do the taxes, we do all of the things too that work along with it. So if you need help with bookkeeping, if you're a business owner and your bookkeeping is a mess, and that's why you haven't filed your taxes, we can help you clean up your bookkeeping. It doesn't matter if it's 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, we can help clean it up for you so that way you can file. If you need help with credit repair, debt solutions, we offer those services here as well. Free consultations, life insurance, health insurance, all of those things we do offer as well. And it wouldn't be alive if I wouldn't tell you about the opportunity we have here. So let's say you are not a client and you came across this video for the first time, you're coming across our company for the first time. We are one company, many solutions, and all of those things we offer within house. It's not me that I'm the specialist for all of those divisions. No, we have heads of departments and specialists for every single one of those services. So you are very well supported, and it's very crazy. And it's not very often that you see in the marketplace that a company offers all of the financial solutions. What we do know about taxes is that you see the blueprint of the client and you are the financial service specialist where you help them find the solution for all of the financial leaks or holes or gaps that the client has in their finances, right? And we are officially opening the opportunity. We have spoken about this, but if you want to learn to become a tax preparer with us, make sure that you reach out to us because we will give you access to absolutely everything to be successful and a tax preparer at this time. But Nicole, what do you mean the tax season is over? No, there's still clients to help. There are still many clients that need help. Just the topic of this live speaks for itself, right? So if you are somebody that is wanting to join the tax division with us at Prospera, it is just $99 for absolutely everything. And then on the other side, the flip side of that, we are also opening the doors for life insurance. So if you are an individual that wants to learn how to get into the industry, take baby steps into the industry, get licensed, and help families get protected with life insurance, make sure that you reach out to us. We have the whole system. We have the whole platform available to you. And the crazy thing is that it's only $99 as well for you to get started. So feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. You may reach out to us directly. Message us info tax or info life to learn more about the opportunity. And once again, if you are somebody that's behind on taxes, we're just one text message away. Have a good day, guys. Bye.